Hey there, live for a little bit. I think for a little bit. I don't know. Um, Happy Wednesday. Just trying to finish up my page for Jamie's Disney coloring with Jamie, his dog coloring collab. Trying to finish up my page for that. Did I write in here? Yeah, this page is from. Who did I put that whole thing on there? Forgot that was under there. Writing. Oh, where did I put you? Hold on one second. Hopefully nothing falls down. Yeah, I thought I was ready, kind of, sort of. I don't know. I just thought, let me go live really quick because I've been cooking and wound up and washing curtains and all kinds of stuff. Okay, so this is from Creative Haven's Adorable Dogs coloring book, which surprisingly, like, I didn't order that book in my last order, but it'll probably be in my next one because I like it. I have some pages from it from the Dover sampler. Is it better if I turn that off? Yeah, it looks like kind of, maybe. Oh, I kind of like it on though. Ooh, that doesn't look good though. Okay, so maybe we'll keep it off. Um, so I'm gonna start coloring this page. Sorry for my randomness. I moved my air conditioner control. Um, and I'm also expecting my order from Blick today that has 3 different kinds or forms of black um, paper, mostly like sketchbook or mixed media paper, and then which I purchased because in part to test out some of the glitter and special kind of um, finish coloring mediums I have. Like I have some chalk markers, and I think they work on black. And I also have some of the moonlit jelly rolls and some other things like that. That they're not really made for white paper, and so I want to see how they work. And I kind of want to get black paper to also use in like my art journal, my junk journal. Um, so yeah, so I'm waiting for that order. There's a few other things in there too, but um, yeah, I'm waiting for that order. It's supposed to be coming today, but I wanted to show this order I have right now, which okay, I guess because the label's facing up, I'm gonna open it. Ooh, open it up first off camera and show you what I got. Some of these books I know you already have, so it's like kind of like no big deal, but just to kind of I don't know share. You may not have the book already, so oh, yeah. I think that'll flip up. Let's do this side. I actually made my codfish balls today. I deep fried them. I had them in the fridge seasoning, soaking in the seasoning for a while. And I wanted to deep fry them, which I haven't deep fried anything in I don't know how long. And but that's what I did. And wow, why does it feel? How many books are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Um. Okay. Get that off screen. Uh, Start from the top. Whew. Okay, so the books that I got. Here we go. I'm gonna try and do this and hey Mary, I was just looking to see if you were live because I says if Mary isn't live, I guess I'll go live. Otherwise I was gonna watch you. But Okay, so I got my garden gnomes, which I've colored some of the the Dover sampler pages of. So I know I like the book. So I have these and yeah, this paper. Why does it feel different to me? Like better, different. Hmm. And it smells so new. Oh my gosh, the book smells really new. Smells good. How cute. So I got my gnome book. Oh, I feel like it was these. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's that season too. And my husband's out mowing the lawn, so that's not helping. And it's really hot today. Yeah, a whole lot going on. Anyway, air conditioners are in, thank the Lord. So I don't have to worry about sweating, which is nice. Okay, now I gotta figure out where am I gonna put the book after I take it out. I didn't think about that part. Now I have where to put it. Okay, in my lap for now. Then I got the gnomes at home. That one that costs way too much, but look, it is thicker. So maybe that's why. You look at it, the difference between gnomes at home. That's not a good representation because I'm kind of. Let's do it this way. So the gnomes at home book is bigger. So I guess it kind of makes sense that it's more money. Um, it's big. Oh, and it has that paper on the other side, like those books I got from Ollie's. The paper might be a little thicker. Is it thicker? It might be, which would be another reason for it being more expensive. It does. It feels thicker. So, huh. And they're one-sided pages, nice. But I think they're one-sided in the other one as well. So one I just finished. And it's smaller in here too, which is kind of interesting. So it probably would be quicker to color than it was for me to color the PDF. So I have this one. Oh, how cute. And I love coloring mushrooms. Mushrooms. Okay, that's good. I'll be coloring that one soon. I love coloring mushrooms. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze again. This live may be short just because like I'm gonna keep sneezing. Hey Amy, thank you. Thank you for the blessings. I need them all. And so let's see. Yeah, so I would say, oh, how cute. Aww. Yeah, I don't regret getting this book. Not one bit. Nice paper. Hmm. I got gnomes to color for a long time. Gnomes and interesting houses. I'm kind of been thinking lately I should practice, like, try to draw my own version of a gnome and, like, you draw some of these kind of houses myself and then see how they morph, like, how I make it my own or whatever, because I like coloring things like that. So, I might as well I should probably draw them. Oh, that's adorable. Although her hair's coming out her nose. She's got the biggest nose hairs I've ever seen in my life. But it's a cute picture, though. Okay, so that's the other book I got, The Gnomes at Home, Garden Gnomes, Gnomes at Home. Then I got Plant Mom. I don't know why, just because I could. Also figure it might be fun for simple illustrations of plants in rooms. You know my thing about rooms, so It would get me thinking about that. Let's see. Real boots. Aw. Green vibes. Vibes only. Sorry, I can't really talk today either. Braces are bracing. I have what, like less than a month until I have to go back. Oh, cool. Oh, look at the embroidery. I used to love embroidery thread. I just thought it was so pretty. Probably in part because of how like it looked when it was in the store and all the colors. Yeah. Oh, that's cute. She's sitting in the tub. Sorry, I have plants this weekend. Okay, I know I saw someone else with this book. I don't remember who, but yeah, so there's this. So I got Plant Mom, and then let's say I got 5 books. Okay, I know what one of them is. Is this one? This is particularly why I was going in there was because I wanted the other pages for this book, Cat Mom. Because I like the pages that I saw in the Dover sampler from here, so I thought, let me get the whole book. So I got the whole book. Oh, sorry for my lighting. Haven't worked on that yet. I don't know why this paper really feels different to me. It doesn't feel as slick as I'm used to, like the other Dover books I have. The paper feels kind of like slick, SLICK, and this feels like it has a little bit of tooth, and it feels a little thicker. I wonder if they changed that. That's a cute page. Life is better with a cat. I miss my cats. I actually dreamed about one of them. Well, one of them was in my dream the other night. That happens a lot, though. The dogs and cats that I've had or known are in my dreams. Oh. Stay positive. That's cute. Not really going to do a flip through. I just kind of want to see some of the other pages. And this also will, then I can participate in Martha's hashtag cat coloring, so it gives me more to do for that. I kind of have to stay with hashtags that are like always around because I'm not always around to find out what new ones are. So that's why I tend to do that Mandala Monday so much because it's just like every Monday, okay, I can do that. Although I didn't post a video this Monday, but that's pretty. I like the design of that. My cat in my cat mom era, not anymore, but I sure was for what, like 20 years. Yeah, goodness. Didn't know how much I would be when I got my first one. Took over my life. Oh, I like this one with the different. It's cute. So that is the Cat Mom coloring book. I know J. Carey has this one. And then, what's the last? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Maybe 3, 4. So, Cat Mom, Gnomes at Home, Garden Gnomes, and what's this last one? Oh, okay. This is way like on another trip. And the funny thing is, I was looking at the Adorable Dogs book, but it didn't register to me at the time that it's the same one that the pages I've been coloring is from. And so I didn't add that to the cart. But for next time, I can do it for next time. I got an Entangled book. Love those books. I still have one I need to finish. But I'm also thinking of putting that on better paper. Some of the other ones from my other Entangled book. But this one's called Starry Skies. I saw a couple examples, samples or whatever they call, that you couldn't print them. Um, but it was ones you could look at, reading samples, see what it looks like. And so that's why I got this one. Excuse me. Angela Porter, another favorite illustrator from with I think she does like art therapy kind of things. So she has coloring therapy with her clients or whatever. So, but I always love her illustrations. This is pretty. It's really pretty. Yeah, some of these I may actually want to print on better paper just because I may want to really just go ham and use, like, I don't know, a whole lot of hardcore stuff on it. Just because things with water or whatever. I love her designs, her illustrations. Pages rip out, which is nice. Although, like, sometimes you don't want to take your book apart, but that would make it easy for me to make a copy rather than folding the book. But I don't know. I really like this page. I can't get off of it because I like it so much. It's got mushrooms at the bottom. I don't know if you can see with my janky setup here, but when's the 2021 this came out? Okay. I was just starting to color then. It's pretty. Ooh, wow. So I don't really want to do a flip through. Oh my gosh, that's busy. That's almost like a Kirby page. Might be good for gel pens. Maybe if I figure out how to use my jelly rolls, I could do that. Okay, so I'm not going to do a flip through, but that's just my acquisitions and coloring books as if I needed more coloring books, but there they are. I think I'm going to have to, ouch, oh, I'm going to have to have a box of just Creative Haven books, I think. I think I have enough to fill up one whole box with just Creative Haven books. So might as well do it. Okay. So to color, and I gotta mute for a minute because I gotta blow my nose. Okay, I'm back. Oh, let's see. So let's finish this page. I don't know if I can get rid of that shadow that's on there. Something that I've been noticing, because I was always, I wasn't too keen on using Prismacolors on that Astrobrite paper, but I'm finding that using this blender helps. It helps to kind of assuage some of the way I don't like how, prisms won't totally cover like the surface or whatever on this paper, and so I don't really always like that kind of see throughness of it. But this kind of takes care of it. This blender pen. It's called Finesse. Got it from Amazon. Today in my Blick order, I'm going to be getting the Holbein um, blender pen, so I can like give commentary on that one when I get it. So that's on its way. So I'll let you know whether you want to spend your money on it or not. Marcia, I have been thinking of you. Yes, I have. And saying little prayers. Sending blessings to you. So nice to see you. Because it's been a long time. Hey, Michelle. Oop. Every time I go over the um, chat thing, it actually like makes it so I can't see it, which is kind of weird. Yeah, that book is thick. So I think it is. I mean, the price does. I think the price is commensurate to the size of the book. So I'm not mad that I bought it. I'm not mad. I'm glad. Okay, and who else did I miss? Did I miss anybody? Oh, I can't. Me and this mouse. We're not doing right lately. I don't know what it is. Maybe the battery's low in it. Sleep is good. Go ahead and take your nap. I've been doing a lot of that lately. That's what I did yesterday. I think I may have taken a nap. I think it might have been 4 hours because I don't even remember when I laid down. At first, I thought I was going to read. And then I was like, nah, I feel kind of sleepy. Let me just take a nap. And then, like, who knows? I woke up and I was like, what time is it? Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I don't know. One of them days. And yesterday, I watched well, I fell asleep in the middle of that too. I watched that show on Amazon Prime called what is it? The Better Sister. It's okay. I mean, it's kind of keeping my interest a little bit, but it's also kind of like, yeah, 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 okay, we get it. We know what's going to happen. This and that and the other. I don't like predictable. I really don't. Or you got to really make me love the character to. I don't know. There's something about that show. It feels it feels a little. I don't know what to say. Copycatish or contrived or I don't know. It's based on a novel, I think. So, but that doesn't mean definitely doesn't mean that the film version of the series would be contrived. But in this case, I don't know. There's something about it that I'm like, eh. But so I kind of wasn't mad that I took a nap in the middle of it because it's like, yeah, I didn't miss anything because I already knew, like, yeah, this and this. So I just was kind of like, by the time I woke up and was seeing things, I was like, oh, well, that's good. This happened, that happened. Okay, that's good. So now we know where we're at. Like, I didn't even need to see the drama of it because it was just, I didn't care. I didn't care enough. But the show is kind of keeping me interested just enough. I think because there's nothing else to watch, or I can't find anything else to watch. And I'm just in the mood to do things away from my desk because I'm going to spend enough time at my desk starting in the end of August. So it's like, get away, move, do something else. But in the episode I did um, wake up to or whatever, the guy, the son, I guess they're kind of like the one sister is like from this. She has a lot of money and from whatever job she works, which I don't know if she works for a magazine, like one of those companies that has lots of magazines, or I don't know something. And she and her husband was a lawyer, and so she's got lots of money, lives in Manhattan, and um, you know, I wouldn't say the kid is spoiled, but he's just used to, he's used to being able to have what he wants and have finer things and whatever, and doesn't even know the difference. Like, I don't know. And he had a chainmail, chain, yeah, chainmail. That's what it's called. The old medieval, sheath that people wore, that men wore in war. And I was wondering, where the heck did he get that? It's like, I want one. How much was that? And then he was like throwing it in the garbage, like to throwing it away because he was just using it for one event. I was like, I want that thing. Can you imagine? And then I started thinking about designers who may have used chainmail or that kind of process in making a garment. I know somebody has. Somebody must have, because I want to see what they did. Um, but they always look so. I love the way they're always cut. Like because they're cut like a dress. They're basically a dress. Um, and I always love the way they're cut and the fact that all of those little hoops are like all linked together. I find it fascinating. I don't know. I wouldn't mind having one, but then I say that, but then like they're probably super heavy. But I wonder if anybody's made one like out of lightweight metal. That would be awesome. So anyway, I don't know how I got on that subject, but I guess you can tell how much I like the chainmail. I think that's what it's called. It sounds weird when I say it, but I think that's what it's called. So let's see. So in coloring this, I've been using Prismacolors in my little blendy thing. The only thing that I didn't do that for was, well, I used Prismacolors for his eyes, and they have, I don't know, I'm having a problem like coloring his eyes because they have, it's like it was white and white, there was blank space for this big part and that big part, and then there were little, like he's looking up to the books. They had a little black balls so that his eyes were looking up to this way. And I thought that was kind of weird because he's got the book down here. But I was trying to color them. I couldn't remember, like, what am I supposed to color in and what am I supposed to leave white? I was really confused, and I'm still confused. So I'm just going to leave that for now, not mess with it anymore. But I wound up, I don't know, I tried to make this white for some reason. I don't know. And the white acrylic marker wouldn't go over the Prismacolor, probably because it's really waxy. I don't know. So I mean, and then I thought, well, you could use your Posca pen, but then I thought, well, I don't even know if this should be white, so let me leave it alone. I don't know. I gotta kind of, I don't know, brain fart or something. Just wasn't working. I don't know how to do cartoon eyes. I'm out of practice. So what we doing here now? Another thing, I tried to stick to like just a few colors, and there was that scary moment where it's like, okay, when I had these, and I was like, where am I going from here? And then when I made the wall pink because I wanted to, I think I started with that. It's like, okay, well, you guys stick with it somehow. But now I like how it's coming together, and I'm trying not to bring any new color in here. because I've been tempted to bring yellow in, but I refuse to bring in yellow, even though I brought in yellow orange. I felt like it needed it somehow. I'm going to kind of try and make it kind of blend with that. So that's where I'm at. And down here, this was like the wonder. Well, for me, you know, it may not look that great to you or whatever, but I'm pleased with how it turned out. But I'm mostly pleased because it's the wonder of using Prismacolors, like how they can blend and then like blend and look so smooth. Yeah, because I can't even remember. I think I started off with blue under here, and then I put some kind of yellow green on there. Then I put some odd colored green on there. I don't know. It just kept going and going and going and going until like the last layer I put on was this color, which like I can't even tell what color it is now because it's short. What's this say? Does it? I can't read it. What the heck? Because the things wore off. Anyway, I have another one though. I have a backup. So, yeah, so I really was pleased with how that turned out, and it just got really smooth. I don't know if you can see that. And it feels good, and it looks shiny. I like shiny. Okay, let's go figure out where I'm going to go from here. I decided to put spots on the dog, and I think I'm going to leave him white. I'm going to leave him that color, I think. What is that? I don't know what that is. Okay. So we need more colors. Probably going to use some markers to color in at least some of these titles, especially like this one because it's on, you know, the book, or I can't talk right. You know what I mean? Because it's like thin. There's nothing to fill in. So okay, so down here we have more books. Let's start down here. Let's start up here. I'm gonna make this clock blue. And I need to start putting pencils away after I use them because my desk is getting crowded. Ouch, my back hurts. I did do some playing around in my junk journal the other day, yesterday, and day before that. I took out, I think I had, on my live, I think I took out some of those window stickers without sticky backings. I don't know what the name is for them things. But, and I kind of started playing around, like kind of taking some out and looking at how they look on some of the pages that I've created over the past few days. That I started on over the past few days to see what I could see. I also wound up gluing some pieces. I glued a page with that old pieces from the old dictionary that I have. Do I want that to be gold? I really want it to be gold. More acrylic marker. So I have one page glued down with that. And I just kind of looked at it and see, like, what do I see from some of those images, or not images, from me, the pages I made with the gouache. Thinking of drawing, like if something kind of like that one page where the with the red and the lilac, where the red, that red and the right hand side kind of looks like a rose. And I'm thinking of, using a pen and actually drawing in a rose over it, drawing into it. I saw some other images in there from other pages that I'm thinking of, looking at and say, well, what do I see there? That kind of looks like a caterpillar. And that kind of looks like this. And thinking about what I might make them into. I almost feel like I want a harder pencil, like that's light blue to color in here, but I don't know. If I do that, I mean, the Prismacolor light blue will definitely color over it. So, oh, I just used an old planner, basically. That was all I used. I really didn't want something special that was designated for it, that, I don't know, that feels very liberating for me to do that, because then it's not seen as so precious that, oh my god, if you do anything to it, you're gonna mess it up. I don't have that kind of thoughts with it, and it seems to be working for me. Um, yeah, this is. I'm gonna grab it without things tumbling down. Yeah, this is all. It's an old planner, 2007, 2008, and yeah, I'm just gluing things in it. And I stuck some things in here that I was thinking about. I could use that in here. That's actually something I want to use for a bookmark. But um, yeah, that's all I'm using. So I think, especially because it's my first time too, I really don't want to use anything that I look at as like super precious or anything. Um, but I also like the feel of using something that's used, that's old, and I kind of like that over using something new. So that's one reason why I bought some black paper, is because I want to I want to put some black pages in there. So, yeah, see, I was watching Martha Makes Art, and Jean, who's now Lizzie and Jean's Art Chaos, something I think is her name, but Lizzie Jean, and Deb Hauk. I watched the three of them. Like, I started last summer, and they made me want to, start doing one. And I was watching them do various things, but part of it was art journaling and junk journaling that they were doing, but they were also doing several other things. And like, watching them was helping me think about different materials that you can use, not just for coloring, but for journaling, or just making stuff, making cards or whatever. And yeah, so um, yeah, so I watched them, and that got me into wanting to do it. But I wasn't I can always feel like I'm not quite ready yet. I'm not quite ready yet. Then I started by pasting those little papers in that one particular book. It's like, well, that's one way I can start. Let me just make a foundation. Because, like, I don't even know that, right? So, like, I just figured I would do that. That's one thing I could do. It's a junk journal. Doesn't matter what I do with it. Doesn't matter how the page turns out. So I thought, that's how I'm going to start. Let me just start. So I did that. And then I hadn't been back to it since. I just like had put the book away because I didn't have time with, work and other things that were going on. And now, like, I finally had time, and also thinking of wanting to use my gouache, and that was one way I wanted to use my gouache, um, or one way for me to use my gouache and have it be something where I put it to use, you know. So, but it's just a way just to, be creative, you know. But also in the process, I learned something too. I learned certain materials. I learned, all kinds of stuff. So I like it for that. That's like one reason I think that I color, or one thing I know I'm getting out of coloring is understanding like spatial things, like where, like even like with this illustration, what makes this illustration work, you know? And I'm not thinking hard about it, but as I'm coloring it, I know I'm taking in some of that information. And so, also a lot of things, one thing I learned from coloring is just like palettes, possible palettes for things in the future. If I'm coloring, if I'm actually like painting with acrylic or oil or gouache or watercolor or whatever. So, besides just doing it just because, I like to do it, like to color, I'm getting other things out of it for when I'm able to do other things. So that's what I like about it, besides the fact that I just like to color pictures. And I'm wondering if I should use this blender or no. Blender or light blue Prisma. I feel like I need to sharpen this. I'm just hoping I don't regret it. Okay. Because the thing is, I know I could do that in a sketchbook, what I'm doing in this junk journal, but for some reason, I don't know, it's coming to me easier this way. Because it has more of a sense of being something archival, I think. Oh, I figured that was going to flatten things out too much, but that's okay. We can go back over it. I think the main thing with art is to find what works for you. That's all. Find what works for you and do that. And that's something that, like, a video I posted on my wall is a video that I watched today, um, of this Nigerian woman who, um, like, I think she went to art school, and they told her, like, she had, like, ballpoint pen, and they said to her, "You can't use that for art. That's not an art supply." Well, you should see what she did. You should see what she did. with a ballpoint pen, many ballpoint pens. Just amazing. And she's teaching other people um, from her area how to do it. It's really cool. Anything. You can use anything. Yeah, see, this is, I really want blue, not this. I'm going to have to do something here. Welcome back, Michelle. And that's, I think, actually, that's a part of my, I don't know, because I want to use what I have as much as possible, because I want to find another use for things that normally would just go in the trash. That's like I watched another video this morning that I posted on my wall. This guy making, it looks like he's basically making like expandable holders for papers. And actually, it looks like what he's used it for is like artwork that he's done, like in a small card kind of form, 5x7 card form. He made a holder for it out of cardboard and some, I don't know what kind of fabric that is, any kind of fabric that he made the expanding thing out of, and also fabric to cover the outsides of the cardboard. Really awesome. And I don't know, I think it kind of reminds me of something I saw Lizzie Jean do. I think I saw somebody do it um from the coloring and crafting community. But yeah, I saved that to one of my playlists as well, because I'm gonna want to do that somehow, or that information is useful to me, even like for making my own, like making a book like this. Excuse me. But not with this thing. Although I do have the contraption where I could do this, but making my own journal to then do things inside of. I would really like to do that, because Lord knows, with the way I keep ordering from Amazon, I have enough corrugated cardboard to make about 1,000,000 of them. So you might as well put it to good use. Some of them. And I do have I bought some twine or whatever, and I also bought some bookbinding supplies. So I have like the tape, and I have the. When I saw him use it, I was like, "Oh, I have that thing," and I was wondering what the heck it was. This like plastic thing that you actually use to like press down the folds and things like that. Um, so, and the thing is, I have all this fabric that I showed on here in the past that I got from a coworker. These really nice swatches of fabric, and I was trying to figure out what I was going to do with them. So that's one thing that I can do with them, is make my own little, journal. Um, or if it's like a one you set things in, expand or whatever. Or I could even make one to give to someone. I think I want this to be gold somewhere in here. I don't know about those. I think I want those blue. I can't find my blue pencil. Where is it? This is violet blue, and I don't really want that blue. Ah, the dreaded Indothone. scary blue. Like scary spice. It's a scary blue. Okay, I'm wondering if I think my husband's inside now, and I'm wondering if there's going to be any of those fish balls left when I go downstairs. Which isn't really a problem, except kind of for me, I put too much salt in them. But I ate them with this macaroni salad, which like basically had no salt in it, so it kind of balanced it out. But if he eats them and eats a lot of them, it's like sodium wipeout, man. Okay, so we got the clock. There's another book down here. Let's make it pink. So I thought I was going to break out with the gouache today, which, like, I mean, the day's not over, so I still might, but one thing, I don't know if I have it. We'll see if I ever have the whatever to do it or not. But to do some color mixing with it with the Hemi gouache. I don't know how much I'm up to that, but I do love mixing colors. So like I know that I need to, probably have a session of that. Or when I'm going to color something, maybe that'll be the first time I do it. But uh, as you can tell from the sound of my voice, I don't feel like I'm looking forward to it. So I need to wait until I'm feeling it. But that's not the color one, is it? Oh, yes, it is. Black gray. We're going to sharpen this one. And I almost, well, let's see if my spray bottles can handle, or see if I can find a spray bottle that can handle having a little bit of oil mixed in with the water, so I can spray the gouache with that. See, yeah, I had a feeling that was going to happen. Tip's trying to come out. I didn't want that. My little white pencil. One of my little white pencils. I have one that's shorter than this. Around here somewhere. I think it's in the holder. But this sharpener seems to do pretty well with the Prismacolors. Ducks. I don't know how Germans say that, because that might not be how you say it in their language, but I got that one from Jet Pens. That's where I got pretty much all of my sharpeners. I went on a binge one day there, and just after I saw one of their videos on YouTube um, on pencil sharpeners, I went and bought pretty much all of them, I think, except for one. And I do like them all, so they're all really good. I've been buying from Jet Pens for a while, so they weren't new to me, but kind of finding them on YouTube at the time was new to me because I didn't know they were on here. I want green or orange. I want orange. Let's see orange. This looks like a notebook instead of a book. Yeah, use green inside there. Mm-hmm. It's cloudy. Cloudy. At one point, it was really weird that earlier today it said it was 79 degrees, feels like 90, and then a couple hours later it said it's 75, feels like 81. I'm like, what made it go down? It doesn't usually do that. Like at noontime, it usually like goes up, not down, or late afternoon or whatever. It usually goes, I don't know, it goes, or early afternoon. It usually goes up. The temperature goes up, not down. So I don't know what. I don't know what that's about. I don't want to use too much blue. I don't want to use too much pink. What haven't I used? Maybe I needed to use more lime green. I'm going to change it up a little bit. I don't know. Trying to have a balance of color. Maybe not all be the same, but have them be close enough so that the page has, what they call unity. And doing that without like overthinking it, because like we're supposed to be having fun. We're supposed to be having fun. If it ever feels like I'm not having fun, I'm gonna stop. So I also have some cooking adventures ahead of me. That I gotta one that I think I make, or my husband might help me with once I tell him. Because normally we pickle zucchini, but we don't have a garden this year, and I'm not about to go out and buy I'm not gonna go out and buy any just to pickle. I don't know. I say that now. I might do it anyway, um, but I do have. I ordered cabbage. I used my Instacart because I don't know, on a fluke during like while I was working, and like it was really crazy, and there were things I wanted that I couldn't explain to my husband what I wanted, how I wanted, whatever. So I had they gave me some deal through Instacart, and the last time I had used Instacart was actually, it wasn't for myself, but it was for my best friend's wife, because my friend was in the process of dying, and I knew it was hard, for her, that she couldn't really leave the house, and so I had given, I used Instacart for her, and And I hadn't been back in there since, but then I used it like a few months ago for the first time for myself. And then they gave me some deal, so now I'm just like, I have it for like a year. And so, and what am I saying that for? I used it yesterday. And I forgot to mention that I wanted only a small head of cabbage, not a huge one. Well, they got a huge one. And I'm like, what am I going to do with that? So I think I'm going to pickle some cabbage, the same with the same kind of brine I use for the zucchini pickles, um, or with a different one. I'm not sure. So because that tastes good. Like I mean, people I've given it to, they use it to, they put it on their sandwiches and their hot dogs and on everything, and so we kind of do the same. I like using it in my potato salad because it has that same kind of sweetness, like sweet relish. So I'll take some of them and I'll grind them up in the food processor and put them in my potato salad. Um, I was thinking, you know what? I could do some cabbage like that and kind of use it for the same thing. Although I'm not sure if I really want a sweet brine for the cabbage when I think about it. In one way, I think, ooh, that would be good, and in the other way, it's like, I'm not sure I want my cabbage like that. I might want it to have more of a, I don't know. But I got the cabbage so I could make a quick, um, what do you call it? A quick pickled cabbage, which basically like it has like what fennel, celery seed, and like when I made it before, I used just white vinegar. I had some radishes, so I put that in with it too. Um, and it was so good. I could not stop eating it. I was eating it with everything. So I initially bought it for that, but I don't know how that. Oh, I could do that same thing and put it in like a hot water bath, to do it so that it'll keep. I'm not sure if I want to do that or not though. So I got to make that decision. That's one thing I got to do. Do I want this to be green? Another green on top of green. What color are we missing? The blue has the takeover spirit, so I don't really want to use blue. Hmm. Unless if I do one or the other, either blue or green, like say green on the outside, blue on the lettering, or green on the lettering and blue on the outside, I can get some of that to bleed onto the other one so it'll kind of give the illusion of blue green or whatever. I could do that. I know, am I doing too much? Maybe. So it's just like, I can't help it. Let me get some lighter tones underneath here. And then, I wonder what would happen if we put blue on top of this. Yeah, so I gotta shred or cut up a cabbage into the way that I'm gonna want to eat it. So you gotta figure that out. I think I'm gonna put red onions in it because I have a lot of those too. If I knew I could keep up with I don't know. If I knew I could eat a jar of it fast enough, then I could, maybe do the whole head of cabbage and not do the hot water bath. But The last jar I made of it, which was the first jar, I made 2 jars of it, I think, so far. And I had to eat them all myself. My husband didn't try it, but I have a feeling once he tries it, they're going to go fast. So I just have to get him to try it. And I made it because it's a fast way and a quick way, an easy way to get some vegetables in your life. I'm always looking for that, in case you couldn't tell. Now, for some reason, this pencil is hard. It's not working like a Prismacolor, and I'm trying to figure what exactly did I use this in that it's hard. I don't know what happened. I mean, it's not bad necessarily, but it's just weird. Like I must have, I don't know, used it in some, like coloring over something that I had used that satin glaze on or something. I don't know. It seems like it will be worn off by now. Dropping it. Ooh, air conditioner went off. Maybe it did cool off outside. It's so quiet. Mm-hmm. I have another green. Yes. What's that one? This one. It's kind of a weird green. I kind of need that light underneath there. But I have the, maybe that'll help. Mini pencils. Okay, that's a different green. I might leave it like that. I'm gonna leave it like that. Okay. I'm gonna do this. You know what I didn't do? I didn't use my blender. And I could. See what it does. It might not do anything. I mean, it's kind of a small space. It's doing something. Oh shoot, I forgot to make a phone call. Keep forgetting, putting it off, forgetting, putting it off. Should have left it white. Too late though. See, I almost feel like a nap again. What is this? I can't be doing this. I'm not going to be able to do it come August. It's like, no naps. I'm not going to be able to nap at like 2 in the afternoon. I'll be getting used to that. Oops, I forgot this tip is coming out. I'm trying to keep it in as long as possible. Oh, well, that didn't work, did it? Let's see. That's it. That's it. I think I lost it. I totally lost it. light should be there, but oh well. It's going to my tin. I think it's going in my tin. I get the tin open. It's supposed to be easy. Oh, opening it the wrong way. Duh. There we go. Yep. My tin and my tips. My tip tin. Where's my tip tin? Okay. Not orange. Let's see orange. Where did I put it? Is it? Let's do the lighter one. And put a blender. I wonder if it's this again on the tip of the blue one. The blender liquid. I don't know. It's enough. Mm-hmm. Oops, forgot I was gonna make that orange. Shoot, make it blue. I don't know why, but seeing the title of this book reminds me of this book we always used to sell at the music store called The Fake Book, Fake, that always had like kind of, I think he had like just the chords, excuse me, and chords and the melody, I think, for so like in the staff, it would have the melody, and then it would have above that it would have the words to the song, um so that even if you didn't, like, it wasn't like the full sheet music for it, the full notation or whatever of it, just that much. So like if you were playing piano for something, you could just kind of fake it, do your own fills or whatever, but you'd have the basic chords to the song and know the words. There was like big spiral books that were called the Fake Book. It was like a whole, and they had like a whole series of every kind. And then they would come out with one, I think, for every year that had like all the songs of the year. Then they also had a fake book for specific genres, and um, yeah, it reminds me of that. I wonder if they still make those. The Fake Book. I see, now I want to know. This is what happens. I'm gonna look. Coloring break. Not that I want one, but I'm just curious because I used to sell them all the time. I can, yeah, the Fake Book in my search, the Fake Book index, the Fake Book jazz, the Fake Book piano, the Fake Book guitar. This is the ultimate fake book with over 1,200 songs. It's like 50 bucks for C instruments. Yeah, it looks like it's still a thing. Yeah, Hal Leonard. Fake Book series. Is that the they have one more version, another version of it out now? Because they got the Ultimate Rock Pop Fake Book. But I thought there was one. Hmm. So it is still a thing. Fifth edition. That's 1994. So maybe they stopped making them. I don't know. I can't quite remember what they look like, so that doesn't help. Oh, I also have the real book. Wikipedia says the real story, how fake books and real books became, well, real books. That's funny. Oh, so there's a whole copyright thing going on that went on with them? Okay, so like we're not even going there. Okay, that's like a whole research paper. Oh, that's no problem. I'm just coloring. I'm quiet too, because I'm just, except for just now talking about the fake book, because I'm just here to color. It's not a problem. You don't have to talk. There's no requirement to chat or anything in the chat. No requirement whatsoever. I think I need to check a few things downstairs. So, how long have we been on here? Hour 28 minutes. Okay. Thinking, thinking I might head out, but I want to see where I'm at. I want to have. Oops, that was. Oh, how did I do that? Let's see what I have left here. Okay, books on the floor. I think that's his food tray. That one. Oh, I got another book up here. Decide on a color. This dog up here, and all the books, everything up here. Oh, and one planter left. And some background. You can do that right now. Yeah, I'm gonna head out, check my curtains and all this other kind of stuff. So, that's it for me for now. My coloring for the Jamie's dog coloring collab. I'm gonna keep working on this until I'm finished. Have a good rest of your day, and thanks for joining me. Bye bye.